Hello everybody, how is it going? Today I wanted to test out Film Kid in OP03, and I'm playing against a Nami. I definitely kind of missed out on this deck. Like, I knew of it, but I never played it, and now Bartos are like crazy expensive, so I figured I'd see how he fares into the OP03 decks. I found with this deck you can kind of go first or second. I think I prefer second because it just makes your early game kind of better. Because you can play Bonnie, you can play Brooke, you can play Nami and also tap it the same turn. Or not tap it, but use her effect the same turn you play her. So I think you want to go second, but you do have a decent going first curve. I don't know about you guys. I don't know if you've played much into Nami or you want to play Nami, but I feel like a lot of matches are... not to say they're boring, but it's less, I guess, interesting than playing against other decks. Just because they don't really... Like, you don't really worry about dying against Nami. The only thing you have to, I guess, be concerned about is, like, a hit from Zeph, or I think Bellamir is the other one that mills 7 if she deals the damage, something like that. And he does play the Zeph here, and bounces my Usopp, so... That was a pretty big tempo swing for him, not gonna lie, that was pretty good. But, right now I'm kind of just, not necessarily playing on curve, but, like, kind of playing on curve, because we're going second. I could have, this turn also just, like, played Bonnie and played Zoro, but then I wouldn't have got to attack with my leader, because the Zeph could have just blocked it for free. So I opted to just put a Dawn on my leader, and then play a Frankie. Another reason why I kind of wanted to play this is because I know a lot of people in OP04 now that it's released in the OCG. They're playing Film Doflamingo, and that sounds super fun. So I wanted to get a bit more familiar with the cards. But he's going crazy with the Kayas. He's getting through the deck. I do think he starts swinging with the Zeph, which is fair. Definitely don't want to give him the mill 7. I feel like if they have a decent hand and you let that mill 7 go through at some point, like, you've already almost lost. Like, it's super hard to come back from that. But I definitely want to just start contesting the Zeph. Don't want to have to deal with that type of swing every turn. And he will defend it with just a 1k. And we'll swing our Frankie at it. He'll probably give us like a 2k event or something. Okay, it gives us a Love Beam. And then we get to play our Luffy and play our Zoro. So, I mean, we're doing pretty good. You definitely want to establish a wider board against Nami just so you can have, especially if they're bigger bodies, which Film Kid does really well. Of just having a lot of bigger attacks so you don't have to invest much Dawn into to swing every turn, which is super nice. So, as long as we can kind of keep this board, we should be in a good spot. We're probably not going to see any of our life. Kid really doesn't have a way to take his own life. That's another reason why I think like Whitebeard is so good in Nami, obviously, just because he will always see all of his life. And even like Katakuri can do it with Smoothie. Is it? I think, yeah. No, I mean, if you're playing like Sanji and Zoro, maybe that'll be a tech if Nami gets popular. I doubt it's going to be super popular, just because well, it might be just because it's Nami. But I don't think the playstyle is super fun, at least in my opinion. You know, if you guys are excited for the deck, pop off. Also, he keeps bouncing my stuff. This is annoying. But we don't really have to worry about any of them attacking us besides the Zeph. And we'll probably just keep challenging it. I'm kind of surprised he's defended it this long. But, I mean... Like, I guess it's fair. I don't really know what the correct call would have been. Just because, like, I get it that he's, like, defending a body bigger than his leader, so it's easier in that sense. But also, it's like, when you're taking hits to your leader, you also can regain hand size, because you can choose to just take those hits, and he still has 4 life. So, because he kept defending it, I just think, I was like, I'm just going to keep swinging into it until he can't defend it, and then I should just be able to go for a game pretty easily. Just have to be wary of the clock that I'm on with him decking himself out. But we're probably going to play the Barto and probably replay the Zoro. Don't have to worry too much about defending our board, honestly. Just because Nami usually doesn't slam a... They don't really have many attacks every turn. And we'll restand our Luffy at the end with our Barto. And we're looking pretty good. We got two kind of engines that he has to deal with. The Bonnie will probably just get hit by, like, the Mr. 1. But he'll have to commit, like, his leader attack to the Barto, and we can always block that. But we probably want to save our blocker for the Zeph hit if he kind of goes big on it. And we have the waterfall combo with the 7-drop Luffy, so that's pretty good too. But he'll bounce my Frankie with another Bellamere, I believe. I believe he bounced it back to his hand. He'll put 2 Dawn on Zeph. Swing at me for 8. We'll just block, and hey, look, it's the perfect number for the waterfall combo. You'll love to see it. He'll put 2 Dawn on his leader. Probably just kill one of my little guys. He'll go for the Barto. And I do think I actually protect the Barto, just because he really doesn't have another swing unless he wants to tap himself out, and I doubt Nami's going to do that. So yeah, I'll block and 1k out of that. But he does end up clearing the Bonnie, which is, yeah, that was inevitable. that will happen. But we get to keep our Barto, which is pretty cool. And we draw a 3-cost Nami for turn, which is really good, because we're definitely getting low on hand size. We want to have some source of income, I guess you could say. Card economy. But once again, I'm just going to keep contesting this Zeph. Make him kind of way over combo stuff, just because he's Nami. I'm just going to keep swinging for baseline. Eventually, you'll run out of Dawn or cards, either one. And he finally lets it go. And we'll just go 7 with our Luffy. I think I definitely thought about swinging with the Barto, but I don't think I end up doing it. Probably has a trigger here. It's a giant gavel, which bounces... I believe he bounced a Kaya. Yeah, bounce the Kaya. We'll play our Nami. We'll add a Frankie. And right here, I'm like, I could just leave 2 up for the Punk Gibson, but I'm like, nah, I don't really have to worry about defending stuff. He doesn't have the Zeph anymore, and we'll have our blocker back, so we'll try to save as much board as we can. And in the next couple turns, we're definitely gonna have to go for game. I don't know exactly what card count he's at. Okay, I just hovered it. He's at 17 right now, so he's getting kind of close. We kind of don't... There's nothing really to contest on his board anymore, so the only place our attacks are probably going to go are just his leader. He'll play a Kaya, draw 2, discard All-Stars, and a Bellamere, I believe. Yeah, Bellamere. 2 Dawn on his leader. Swing 7 at character Zoro. We'll probably just defend it, because he really doesn't have any other swings. He'll pass it back. We'll draw another Nami for turn. Probably not going to play it this turn. We'll probably just attack for a bunch. We'll use our Nami on board to grab a Zoro. He'll counter out with Desert Spada. And he bottom decks the cards he saw. We'll swing for 6 with our Vanilla Zoro. He will... What's that? Yeah, that was Rubber Band of Doom, mill 1. Swing with Frankie. He'll probably use one of his... Oh, uses... That's a gavel, right? So that's a 4k, 1 cost, but you have to discard. Now I just kind of have free hits, which is pretty cool. I'll probably use leader effect and try to get another attack in. He's at 12 cards right now. If that triggers like a draw 2, it's a little bit scary for me. It's a Deathwing. Okay, so he bounces our Luffy. So we can literally just kind of replay the Luffy. And I think that's what we'll end up doing, because then we'll have 2 done up for the Punk Gibson, so we can defend pretty much any of our characters. We'll restand the Nami at the end of our turn. He'll draw a Pot of Greed. What a top deck. Yeah, just draw 2. Pretty good. Pretty good. And I'm pretty sure, like, this turn we have to go for game, so we'll see how it goes. We'll definitely save this Zoro. Tap, kind of whatever. Doesn't matter. I guess that one has some attack on it. He'll pass it back. He has 5 down up. And I think I'm just gonna keep swinging baseline. I think I end up swinging baseline with almost all my characters. Maybe I make Zoro a 7, and then I just go huge on my leader twice and see how it goes. I'm not gonna use the search effect just because I want this extra Dawn. So I'm swinging at good numbers because make Zoro a 7, and then my leader will be 11. I love out of that one. Unless he drew at an event, this should just be a free hit. Maybe got a trigger there. He does. He gets overheat and returns a Kaya back to hand. So he can now chuck the Kaya if he has another counter with this. Has 7 in deck. So he uses Spada and the Kaya to get out of that. And I'll swing with 5 with my leader, just because, I have to. And then I'll probably restand and put a bunch of Dawn. And that should be game. He death winks back my Barto. Fair enough. I'll chuck it for leader. And I'll swing another 5. And that is the game. Kind of a funny end, honestly. Well, that's all. Thanks for watching, guys.